I'm Aditi. I'm a PhD student at NTU and a member of IEEE Women in Engineering Singapore section. I would like to welcome you to the second session of this interactive and inspirational series, Women in Engineering, Science and Tech. This is a proud initiative by IEEE Women in Engineering Singapore chapter. In this series, we interview successful women who have been trailblazers in their respective domains and whose story we feel is worthy of sharing as female leaders and mentors, who can be an inspiration to so many other women out there and can offer advice and insights that can help women all over the world to unleash their full potential. Joining me today will be my co organizers, Kritika and Shilpa, who will be helping in introducing our guests and interviewing her. Shilpa, over to you.
Thank you, Aditi, for a nice introduction. Hi, everyone. I'm Shilpa. And let me do the honor to introduce our guest for today. She is Phew. She is a research scientist working in government research agency A*STAR in Singapore. Her expertise lies in computational electromagnetics. Her research interests include numerical analysis, modeling, design and analysis of electromagnetic devices for low frequency and high frequency applications. She was also former president of IEEE WIE Singapore from 2015 to 16 and vice chair from 2017 to 18. She has been an active member of the club since then. And we are very, very happy to have you today, Phew. And it's our great opportunity to hear your experiences and to learn from you. Welcome. Thank you. And I will pass the mic to Kritika now, and she will carry on. Thanks.
Thank you, Shilpa and Aditi, and we welcome you. We're so proud to have you with us, and to interview is a privilege. I would like to just go through a few questions that would just trigger a few answers from you, which would be inspiring for young adults and for everyone in engineering, especially women, to empower us. The first question I would like to ask you would be, when you began your career many years ago, did you ever imagine that you would be a leader in your profession?
I would like to say thank you very much for inviting me. I feel honored to be part of this initiative. Okay. Regarding for your first questions, not that really. Okay. I still think that I'm just another scientist who's enjoy what she is doing.
That's very humble of you. Okay, so then the second question would be, as a female leader, what has been the most significant barrier in your career and how did you overcome it?
Okay, I started my career as an electrical engineer and scientist for the last 20 years back. So along this way, I want to share with that for the ladies, especially for female engineers or scientists, you need to know how to survive in this male-dominated world. Okay, you need to learn how to adjust or align yourself. This is the very first important thing. And another one is that maybe some of the environment or condition you may feel a little bit odd, but you move forward and you will show equal footing with them, especially for your male colleagues and then your male peers. Then there will be no significant barrier after all. You have to be confident by yourself and then you just follow your dreams.
Yes, definitely. Confidence is the key. So moving on, like women participation has been relatively low in engineering and technology. Can you share with us some of your experience where you might have faced any bias and how did you manage it?
Yes, very good questions. Okay. Let's say when you go for conference, for example, yes, you will be alone, most likely. Especially in particular for my case, I want to share my first career when I worked as an electrical engineer, and then as a scientist, my research area is electrical machines, modeling and designs of electrical machines. So for this area, mostly male dominant, very few women will be working in this area. So let's say, as I mentioned, you go for the conference, you give presentation, you will be alone, right? You will be in the room. You will be only female engineers to show this. I think that this is a one kind of opportunity. you have a visibility, and then you can take this opportunity and you can take this one as a chance to showcase your scientific findings. Why not, right? So in that case, if you have any bias, let's say for historical norms, let's say for the science and engineering is for women, and then mathematics is women's a little bit inferior than the male, then you can say that no, you should not follow this cultural norm or historical norm. You just go for it. And after that, you may feel comfortable, and then you have confidence whatever you are doing, and everything will be fine, right? So I don't feel that any special bias. It depends on you.
It's really nice how Few said that it's actually not a barrier, but it's opportunity for us. Even though if we are alone in our conference, as she gave the example, it's not a barrier, but it's opportunity for us to shine. Very nice. Thank you, Few.
Right.
I think pioneers like you who have crossed the barriers and created the opportunities is helping us to feel more like a community with female participation, and help us to oh, there's someone like us who could relate to and help us overcome, give more confidence to us. Thank you for that. And the fourth question would be, what are some strategies that can help women to be a leader in engineering and technology?
Okay, you should be persistent, focused, and hardworking. Okay, and then you should have to set the goals. Whatever you want to do, you need to set the goal, and you have to be persistent. Because right, as I mentioned, yes, visibility is one of the key opportunity we have. We have to embrace it. But the other thing is that okay, you are so visible, right? In some of the case, right? So what you need to show your capability, right? So that's why so very, very important thing is that persistent, focus, and hardworking. Then it can propel for you to be a leader in engineering and technology.
Thank you for the 3 pointers. Very handy to remember. The next question would be you are really inspirational for us. So likewise, have you drawn professional inspiration from other women? And tell us about someone who inspired you.
Thank you for this question. Yes, I am. There's many women around me, like you ladies. There's so many women for the inspire from me all the way from my life. No, now here I would like to emphasize not only for the women, it's men as well. So both men and women. We have to inspire along the way, and then if we have a mentors and a role models, and then we can keep you up in this science and engineering teams and science and engineering area. So another one is that for the ladies, we should have a strong network, and then we need to lead in each other in order to be you stand tall in your area. Okay, so we should have to lock our arms, should lead into each other. Okay.
So a stronger community and support and building each other up. Yeah. So
Yes,
that is, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Shilpa, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it's a very nice point that whenever we say inspiration, we look very high, right? Like supervisors or some Nobel laureates or this or that. But Few said a very nice point that people can be around you. You can just look around and get inspiration and get inspired, right? So it's very nice, like among your colleagues, and hold hands of each other and move forward. Thank you.
Okay, so next question would be, like when we think about your journey that you shared with us has been more than empowering for us. And what would be one profound piece of advice that you would like to give to aspiring young women in tech today?
Okay. Here I would like to share is that we need lifelong learning. Okay, you cannot stop at some point. So you need to upgrade yourself, especially if you are working in science and technology. Okay, so I would like to say that you need lifelong learning. Okay, and you need to upgrade yourself.
Yep. Definitely. It's okay. With the technology keep evolving, right? So we
Yeah.
need to keep upgrading ourselves to stay on board. Okay. It's also quite common to see women compromising their careers for family, especially like right now that we are like in the stage where we're like contemplating making decisions. We are really proud to see a female leader as yourself who has excelled in both career and family. How did you perfectly balance the two? And what did you want to say to those women who are having difficulty in balancing them?
Oh, okay. Thank you for asking me very, very important questions I would like to answer. Okay. Work-life balance for us, especially for female scientists or engineers, easy to say, difficult to follow. Okay. So here I would like to share my experience. You need three facts. First is the priorities. Okay. You need to prioritize your work, your family. It is very important. You have to sort it out. Which one would be the first priority? You have to work. You have to follow on. You know, it is this one I have to say for day-to-day life. Okay, because you have work and you have a family to take care for, and at some point of the time, you may feel overwhelmed because you have a kids to take care. You have a work as well, right? So for your day-to-day life, first one is the priority. You need to prioritize first. Okay. The second one is that your inner circle, you don't shine to get a support. Okay. So you let your families know what you are doing and then let them to inspire. I think this is very, very important thing. And then the third one is the technology. And we girls working in this, we ladies working in these technology areas, right? We need to get a support from the technologies in your household. Okay, as a mother, for me, I want to share that. Okay, you have cleaning works. You should. Why not you use the robot? The meaning is that not really robots, right? So for cleaning, okay, use iRobot, something like for the cleaning. That's why. So I want to say, you try to embrace the technology. Not only for the whatever you want to do it by yourself, you try to make it a technology is helping for you. Okay. So these three parts, if you can work it out, and then not only this, I want to share based on my experience. As I mentioned before, in some point of your time, you may feel too overwhelmed. Let's say you just started your career, you have a kids, you have a family to take care for. At the time, some of the women want to back off a little bit. Okay. My piece of advice is that, okay, just move on. Yeah, yes, you might feel this kind of embrace moment in your along the way of your career. Don't give up. Just follow your dreams. Sky is not limit. This one I want to share from one of my inspired engineers from the NASA. You know the background, my budget background is show that's Mars rovers, right? So that engineer showed me is more or less around my age, right? So you just follow your dream. The sky is not the limit. Okay. Thank you.
I think your answer to this question was amazing, and I think we do not emphasize enough on this point that we should not shy away from asking for help when it is required from our inner circle, because yes, work-life balance can be tough, and we are amazed as how women leaders such as you have maintained it in their lives. I think with this, we come to an end for this session, and thank you so much for sharing your insightful answers. I think all of us will be drawing inspiration from them, and I hope that many others who will be watching this session do the same. So with this, I'd like to thank Shilpa and Kritika as well for helping us
you.
co-organize this session. Thank you so much, Shu. Thanks.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
Phil, for your
girls. Thank
time.
you.